Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about a hair system success story. I've been loving finding these stories online and just relaying them to you to show you that, hey, it's not just me talking about this stuff. There's other people out there that are taking this journey, whether it's because they found content on YouTube or on Instagram or TikTok, or they just did their own research and they saw, hey, maybe this is a viable option and we're brave enough to take the plunge. Like this guy that we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to show you the story here online, but first, this video is sponsored by Live Vivid Hair, so make sure you use my code down below if you want a discount off of any of their systems. But let's just jump right into it, shall we? Okay, I found this story online. So this comes from Bangai Watchman. I don't know what that means, but I have a feeling it's something kind of like anime related. If anybody knows what it is, just let me know. But anyways, he says, hey everyone, so I just got a hair system today and I wanted to share my roughly 6 hours of feedback on it for anyone looking to get one. Some context. I'm 22 and I had really thin hair with a badly receding hairline. I was wearing a comb over, which is never a good look. Should never have a comb over, that I would supplement daily with topics so you couldn't see through to my scalp, and I would wrap the sides hairs around the front temples to hide the receding hairline. Wow. Worked pretty well. Nobody could really tell I was balding except for myself, and it drove me crazy. I thought about it all the time and it's really shot my confidence. So I decided to get a hair system, and as the only serious effective treatment, as I've been on finasteride for over a year with almost no results. Now here's where I really love this post. He says, finding the guts to do it was horrifying. I thought I would absolutely hate it when I saw it installed, and I would leave the salon feeling more hopeless and dead inside than the balding could ever do. So today I went in, they shaved my still pretty full head of hair and glued it on, and I like it. I like it a lot so far. It looks way better than my stiff, stringy Topic sprayed down comb over did. I still had a pretty thick spot of hair on the front of my head, so they actually left that on and glued the piece behind it so the hairline is actually my hairline, which if you can get that, dude, that's like the best solution ever. I mean, the hairline is the hardest thing for most people, and the fact that you don't have to expose the hairline is amazing. But this story gets better. He was like, I was really terrified someone would notice when I go back into work in a few days, but honestly, I don't think I could tell if I looked at the before and after picture. Admittedly, it does feel awkward at times, like a loose baseball cap, but when I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, I totally forget about it. Honestly, I can't believe how it turned out great. I still need to figure out how to style it and the people at the salon said the first installation is the hardest, so they can do a better job next time. It's like, I've got a lot to learn, but I'm happy with it. So the cool part about this is I just shared with you a post that's about 3 years old. Now, interestingly, this guy came back after this post, came back years later and made another post. He said, I'm revisiting Trestless after 2 years of not being here. Trestless is a Reddit page that people talk about hair loss. It's like it just popped in my head and I thought I'd check in. I'm very saddened to be reminded of the stress and anxiety of losing your hair. But he says, I wanted to reshare the post that I created a few hours after I installed my first hair system. I've been wearing it for 2 years now, and the only regret is not having done it sooner. I was using finasteride and Topic for a year before, and in my opinion, this is the only relatively affordable and effective solution for balding. Good luck, stay positive everyone, I know it's hard. These kind of stories are always so awesome when people come back after like all of the stinking time that they wasted, like just being afraid, and they say, well, it actually wasn't that bad, and actually it was really good, and I'm glad that I did it, and it's kind of changed my life for the better. Like this guy, like this is such a cool story. This is a very powerful story that I try to like say will happen with you guys. You know, you don't have to get a hair system, but if you take action, often it's going to lead to something good, even if it's not immediately. Just looking at the comments here, this guy wants pictures. Oh, he says, check out Jay Kent. This guy says I'm actually subbed to him. I remember saying he does intense workouts, but it's hard to believe. I feel disgusting enough sweating in my own skin and hair. It's hard to believe with the system. But this guy goes on to say, he's like, I don't really share pics on Reddit, but if you're hoping to see how it looks, I can tell you it's completely undetectable, and I wear it with an exposed hairline. I'm in my early 20s, though nobody would even suspect that my hair isn't real. This guy says, it seems like my only option at this point, but to be totally honest, for some reason, it's also the option that seems the most dishonest. Okay. Well, it says, I've heard the dishonest thing before, but I've never understood it. That's me. just me though. That's kind of, I'm in that camp right there. Like, I felt a lot more dishonest for me, I guess, to be walking around with sprayed down topic comb over that would easily fly up in the wind. This feels and looks so much more natural than my real hair. Yeah, I mean, the whole dishonest thing, I don't think it's dishonest to get a hair system. Like, I like, people sometimes feel like it's dishonest to have something that I guess you weren't born with. But it's hard for me to actually like really get it. I like, there's just a stigma behind it, but it's not really a thing for me. I don't think like, oh, I'm being dishonest. I have shame or guilt or whatever the emotion is. I think it's fear of people finding out maybe, but I don't know. It doesn't really hit me like that. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's other people that feel like that too. He's like, I'm glad you're satisfied with the solution, but it's not for everyone. Myself, it would not feel right knowing the hair on my head was fake. But the hair is not fake. I mean, it's real hair. It's, I guess, someone else's hair, but it's not like fake. But anyways, I don't know. I think it's really just interesting though to see just like all these stories online. Like, these are really powerful and transformational in my opinion. You guys need to see more of this. You need to see people besides me saying that this is a good option and you know, it changes people's lives, which is why I want to have you guys on the channel. If you've had well, whatever solution that you've taken towards dealing with your hair loss, whether that's shaving your head, you know, getting a transplant, getting a hair system, whatever, taking minoxidil, Rogaine, I want to hear your story, and I want to share your story with everybody in this community, because you guys are the bread and butter. Like, what your stories do is help people that are just like you out there in the world that don't maybe resonate with who I am and how I live my life and my age and the way that I look. But when you guys share, it opens up to new demographics that people realize like they can do it too. I think it's very powerful, and I think that it's necessary. So if you guys are willing to share your story, I'd love to have you on the channel. We'll set up a time to do an interview and we'll talk about it. But anyways, another guy here is saying basically hair system has been successful for him and he's been happy. So that's always good to hear. I always love sharing these stories, and thanks to Livid for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out that code down below if you do want a discount on a hair system, and we'll catch you guys soon.